want to welcome you on to the Gray Man Podcast. Um, while on the Gray Man Podcast, I don't do introductions only because I don't know what people have going on, like Operation Security, stuff like that. So whatever you want to call yourself based on whatever you may have in your past is what we're going to go with. So, sir, introduce yourself, brother.
So I'm Sheldon Harris here in Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
But from Columbus, Ohio, always a Buckeye.
Okay, that'll work. Oh, wait. My man. So you say you were from Columbus, Ohio. Tell us what your childhood was like, bro.
What my salary was like?
No. Childhood.
My childhood.
Yeah.
So I was born and raised in Toledo, Ohio.
Okay.
Just about 2.5 hours north of Columbus. And my parents had me when they were young. So my grandparents kind of took care of us. I have 2 little brothers.
Okay.
And then when I was about 7 years old, my parents split. And I ended up having 2 half brothers because my dad got remarried.
Okay.
So we've been in, Columbus, Ohio, mostly all of our life, and was kind of raised there. And grew up, did childhood things, got in trouble when I was little. And
I was gonna say, what were you like as a child?
Man, as a child, I was different. As a child, man, I was I've always been a leader. Ever since I was little, leading the football games, leading the basketball games, leading, backyard baseball, stuff like that. I was always kind of the class clown.
Okay.
As I got older, I've kind of calmed down a little bit.
I can dig it. So, what was school like for you, bro?
So, school, man, honestly, I've never been like a really, really smart kid. So like straight A's was never something that I got. I stayed in like the C. Like I was okay with the C. Like a C was an A to me.
Okay.
I had to really try in school because I had a hard time paying attention.
Yeah.
To things I wasn't really that interested in.
Yeah, definitely.
If you talk to me about something I would be interested in, I was all in.
Okay.
And I would do well at that. So obviously, every kid loves PE.
For sure.
Every kid loves gym class and stuff like that. I was an athlete all my life. So being in gym obviously was the fun part. I loved art.
Okay.
So I really excelled in art. So anything creative, anything hands-on, I was more of a hands-on learner.
Okay, that's what's up. And you just, because you mentioned it, and also in our research, I see that you were athletic, pretty athletic dude growing up. And can you tell us, like, what was your favorite sports? What sports did you play growing up?
Yeah, so I played football all my life. And since I was 8 years old, I was playing running back.
Okay.
And I was actually pretty good, surprisingly.
Okay.
My dad kind of coached me up, and I was pretty known in that area for football. Ended up playing Division II and going into high school. And
all right, so going into high school, Division II, like what school, what high school did you play
so I went to Hilliard Darby High School.
Okay.
And the crazy thing is that I didn't play my freshman, sophomore, and junior year.
Really?
Because I got in trouble in 8th grade, and my mom took me off the football team, and I lost my momentum, and I just focused on basketball. Crazy thing is, I wasn't really that great at basketball, but I really wanted to focus on basketball. But my senior year, they got a new coach for football.
Yeah.
And everybody was talking about they got a new coach. And I thought, well, if it's a new coach, I might as well go ahead and try.
Yeah.
And I went to play football my senior year and ended up setting like 3 records and doing really well.
Yeah, that's
my senior year of high school as a wide receiver. And then my hope was to go to college and play football. I got a scholarship to Tiffin University.
Is that up by Toledo?
Yeah,
okay.
It's up by Toledo, Division II school. But they didn't have, or I didn't get all the paperwork done in time.
Oh, wow.
My parents weren't really there. I didn't really know what I was doing with FAFSA and NCAA and all that confusing stuff at the time. I ended up not meeting the deadline. I had my whole workout plan together. I was meeting with the coaches, getting called from the coaches for summer, getting ready for summer camp, and at the last minute, it didn't work out.
You know, it's funny. I actually have something like a similar history to what you're talking about. So in the 8th grade, I also got into trouble, and I was supposed to go to West High School because I went to Westmore. I ended up not going to West, and I ended up moving in with my grandmother. So kind of like, the grandparents raising you.
Yeah.
And I lived with my grandmother in Upper Arlington. So I went from the hilltop with all my brothers and sisters, brothers and sister. And then we moved to Upper Arlington. So you talk about a complete culture shock, bro. And I was a baseball player. So I was a baseball star. And I didn't really get back into playing baseball until I went back into public school later on when I went to East. But yeah, man, I definitely understand what you're saying. And then the FAFSA thing too. That's funny. Like I didn't actually graduate high school, but I got a GED, went to the military. But when I came back from the military, I wanted to go to college. Where actually I just wanted to go to like a technical school, learn a trade. And I had a buddy, and I was trying to learn HVAC and some electrical engineering stuff like that. So I had to fill out. I wasn't 24 yet, and you have to have your parents' information and it's age 24. At least that's what it was back in the day. So like you, man, you didn't have all the paperwork and all the knowledge and everything like that. And then also, I'm not sure if it's part of your story, but mine, my mother was reluctant to give me her information back then. So I completely missed out on the opportunity. So I know what you're saying in terms of missing the opportunity because of not understanding the college paperwork, and then also getting in trouble in the 8th grade and missing opportunities in high school. So I can definitely relate to that, bro.